Okay, so here we are at a game of Habeamus. We already set everything up. We're playing with 3 players, so we set up 3 non-player cardinals in the middle. And everyone has 3 vote cards with the heraldic animals of all players in game, and the other ones are just lying at the side. Also, everyone already drew 5 cards.
Oh.
Everyone.
Yes.
And here we go. I usually go for the papal position because I have good experience with that. So I will bribe the non-player cardinals first. And also, because I'm convinced I will be Pope at the end of the game, will put a bit of money on the papal position, because then I will get it back in double. So now I select my vote, and obviously I hiddenly vote for someone and drew 5 new cards. And it's your turn.
So I'm not sure he's going to get all the votes from the non-player cardinals because I can bribe those 2. And I'm pretty sure my offer is much higher than that. And I can also bribe my fellow players. I could technically tell him what I'm going to pay him, but you know, you've all seen this one. I hope you know where your friends are.
Okay, is that a good offer?
Depends on what you consider good, but
okay, I'll consider it then.
It's a good offer.
Okay. So she selected her card, she's drawing 5 new cards,
yes.
And that means it's my turn. Now, these 2 are obviously going for the Pope. I don't really care about being Pope, I only care about money, so I'm gonna show them a trick. I have a nice high card, I'm gonna place it on this cardinal, and then I have an action card. This one is Annectatio, and that means I get to select one of the cardinals that gives me 3 of his cards into my account. So I'm gonna take these 3 cards, and I'm gonna take them into my account. They are mine now, and no one can take them away from me. And I already made a nice chunk of money. Now with the rest of my cards, I'm sure he will try to be Pope. I'm trying to make an offer to him that he rejects, so I get the money back into my account. And as you can see, Sam, now only have bad cards in my hand, so I'm gonna make you a silly offer.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna select a vote, and obviously I want to get this money because it's good money, so I'm going to select her vote. And this will be my topmost card, and I draw 5 new cards, and that means it's Simon's turn again.
Okay, so we'll play another few turns and let you know when something new happens, like when we evaluate the papal election.
Okay. So here's another interesting thing. I could continue bribing these other 2 players and hoping that they'd give the bribe back, but that would mean that I don't have any cards left in the next round and I'd have to wait whatever they do. So it's a good idea to always put a few cards into the non-player cardinals, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, the other cards I have aren't really good cards for the moment, so I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep 2 cards. I can keep up to 3 cards in every turn, but I still draw 5 cards every time. So in my next turn, I'll have 7 cards, and that's nice to have. So I'm going to change my vote, and play continues as usual.
Okay, so I will now cast my final vote because I don't have any cards left to draw from my deck. And my final vote will be this one.
You can't change it. You can't change it anymore. It's the last time you can change your vote. Remember that.
Okay, my final vote will be this one then. I hate you.
All right. So this is my final vote, and I'm the last player in the game. So after this one, Simon will start counting votes, and my vote will be here. I'm ready.
Okay, then let's reveal our votes. I voted for myself, obviously.
Same.
I voted for Katarina because there's a nice stack of money here, and I get to collect that stack of money because I accepted her vote.
Yeah. So I rejected her vote, so she will get that back into her account. And I also rejected Johannes's vote offer, and it will get back into his account.
Yes, and I will collect many bribe offers into my own account, and now I have lots of zeros and a few high cards in my account as well. Excellent, I'm rich.
Okay, let's count the cardinals. Okay, so as you can see now, the non-player cardinals are for House Kraken, House Snail and House Magpie, which means we actually have 3 votes for Katarina, 2 votes for me and 1 for Johannes, so no one gets elected Pope, and a new round of election starts, which means all cards placed on the non-player cardinals go back into the deck of the respective player. So you will get back your cards, I will get back my cards, Johannes will get back his cards. Thank you.
Doesn't always for me. You have some of my cards in your deck.
Oh, sorry. Thanks. They get shuffled and they make up the new deck for the next round. And you can see already that Johannes has a few cards left because he placed most of his cards in player office, but he also secured a lot of money in his account already, which we of course haven't seen. Alright, draw 5 cards.
You were the starting player before, so Katarina is the starting player now.
Yes.
And off we go. Now here's something interesting. I'm running out of cards. I only have 1 card left. I should draw 5 cards, but I only have 1 left. So I'm drawing 1 card. I will hold on to this card for a little while, because I can hold on to 3 cards. But I have to make sure that I can play my card, because if everyone has drawn their cards, the game ends. If I still have a card in my hand, well, tough luck.
Okay, so here we are after the 3rd election round. The game would have ended anyways, even without a pope, but as you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for the House of Kraken. So Katarina has become pope. What happens now is she gets the papal salary and all these cards will be doubled in value. All of them.
Das wird ganz schön.
This also has a value.
Yeah. And then everyone counts their bank
accounts. And let's see who has the most cash in their stash.
Okay, so after counting, I noticed that I got distracted by explaining everything, so I only have like 20,000 ducats. Katharina, who has become Pope, had a few 10,000s in the papal salary and a bit on her own bank account, so she ended up with 65,000. And Johannes, who collected the most cards in the first round already, ended up with 79,000 ducats. 79,000?
79,000.
So as you can see, becoming the Pope not always brings you the victory. In this case, it was very close.
But the player with the most amount of money wins, and that's me.
And that is how you play Habeamus.
Thanks for joining us, and...
Back Habeamus!